heart makes no sound. I'll find valid in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky.
I get lost inside my thoughts, and when I start to think, oh, the Tahoe close, it starts to end up on the brink. I tried so hard, but all these scars, they cut so deep, I bleed. I fell so fast from heaven, it's like someone clipped my wings. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe, and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye. I forgive the pain you gave to me so long ago. Sleepless nights I laid awake just begging to let go. I almost got to suicidal thoughts, but you stepped in. An angel sent from heaven showed me how to live again. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe, and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye. My love, I'm gone. I need to be strong. The darkness had tried to swallow me. Some things I fall, but I hear your call. I pray I don't hit the ground. Gravity. 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 Gravity.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back. It has been a while, to say the least. I've got Olympus, Phoenix, and Justin here with me today. And how are you guys?
I'm doing well, Sunset. It has been a while indeed. I'm excited to say the least to be back. I hope you are too.
I definitely am. It's been a while since I've spoke on stream to people, so it's going to be interesting. But we are not casting today. Today is just saying hello to all the teams and going to be picking out the pools for the tournament. that will be beginning tomorrow. Gonna be asking the team captains some questions. They're waiting in a different Discord right now, and we will be asking them a little bit later on in the night, in the evening, and the tournament will start tomorrow from tomorrow early, actually, around midday, I think. Not too sure on that one, so don't quote me there. I
I think it starts from 5 p.m. and
Thank you.
12 p.m. on Saturday and 12 p.m. on Sunday.
We'll be choosing for the first team for the first pool very, very shortly.
Okay, so our first team is
Runshak
Runshak.
is our first team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, as Sunset said before, the two of us who are quote unquote veterans of the Vanguard Esports League Siege casting team will not be casting alone. Tonight we are joined with Justin and William. Welcome, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna be a lot of fun casting with you guys. Hopefully, we'll be bringing some more entertainment and new energy to the
Yeah.
games.
I'm looking forward to it.
definitely. We are always pleased to see growth in our team. So, is this going to be you guys' first time casting Siege?
I've casted, but for console, and that was a long time ago. And I've casted a few PC matches, and at the moment, I just want to make it solely PC. So
Yeah. I've casted a bit. Obviously, I haven't done it live on YouTube or Twitch or wherever, but I've done some casting before, and I think I will be fine with William, my partner. Okay, so Ominous Gaming is the first team in Pool B. We'll have to see what the rest of the teams are.
We will indeed be seeing the rest of the teams filing in soon. And now we've got some big names in this tournament. I am expecting a very, very hard-fought battle from most teams because everybody wants to win, and there is prize money at the end of this tournament. So it's not a joke. There's definitely teams are going to be wanting to win, but then again, every team wants to win because hey, winning's cool. Nobody wants to be the loser.
Yeah, there's no one who goes into a tournament thinking, I want to come second. I want to be number 3.
ATK is the first, I think, team for Pool C, if I'm correct.
yeah, that's another very big team actually entering into Pool C. So it'll be interesting to see the rest of Pool C.
Well, see if Memento Mori can keep their run up going because I know they won the Meraki Major, which was a massive tournament happening, and lots of controversy as well. So I do hope this tournament does not have that same controversy that was held in the other.
Yeah, I'm sure we will hopefully not see it at all. But Barbecue Simps, the first team for Pool D, I'm not quite sure whose team that is.
I have to say, Barbecued Sims is the funniest team name I've seen so far.
Yeah. Yeah, so Titan Hyperion is the second team for Pool A, joining the pool. Yeah, joining Run Shark in Pool A. Yes, I forgot the name.
Yeah, guys, like Sunset said, this is the first Vanguard Esports League tournament that will be having a prize pool of drum roll 3,000 rand, and we're super excited because that prize pool has been made possible by our first sponsor, New Human.
Yeah. And as on that moment, Yukio I can't pronounce that name. I'm sorry.
Andromeda.
Thank you, Sunset. They are the second team for Pool B.
It's my
Joining
team,
Ominous
not
Game.
my team, but my team that I run.
And Vanguard Alphas, the second team for Pool C, with joining ATK.
From lobby, dude.
It's good to see the Vanguard Alphas are back because if my memory serves, in our second closed tournament, they had to drop out because I think someone's PC blew up.
Hurry.
Yeah. Okay, but Titan Odyssey, the second team for Pool D, I believe. Yeah. And on that, UC Untamed Cox, the third team for Pool A.
Joining Run Shark and Titan Hyperion.
As we continue drawing the pools, let's speak a little bit about the pools. So we're going to have 4 pools, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 4 pools. That means, in terms of the format, each team will play every other team in its pool for a total of 12 games per pool. Is that correct? Is my math correct?
On that, on that, IDT is the second team for Pool. No, the third team. Sorry, my mistake. For Pool 2, and Trojan Horse is the third team for Pool 3, for Pool C. But yeah, Olympus, I'm not actually quite sure. My math is not the best, so it's a bit difficult.
Qualification tournament, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Dynastic R6 is the third team for Pool D, joining the other teams in there. So we have the last 4 teams and for the last 4 spots in the 4 brackets, and Vanguard Vortex is that first spot, the 4th spot in Pool A, and we'll have to just see where the other 3 fit in.
Meraki, ADG, and Aurora left, and Aurora is going to be joining Pool B alongside Omnis, Akio, Andromeda, and IDT.
The 1v1 Meraki versus ADG, sorry. And ADG are the 4th team in Pool C, and that means Meraki is the 4th team in Pool D, which is pretty interesting brackets, if I can say so.
Just as a run through, so in Pool A, we have Run Shark, Titan Hyperion, and Untamed Cox, and Vanguard Vortex. And then in Pool B, we have Ominous, Akio Andromeda, IDT, and Vanguard Aurora. And in Pool C, we have ATK, Vanguard Alphas, Trojan Horse, and ADG. And lastly, in Pool D, we have Barbecued Sims, Titan Odyssey, and Dynastic R6, and Meraki. So yeah, guys. I don't know, any thoughts on any of those pools at all? Is there anything that stands out?
Well, I think the teams are really spread out as the all. Not, I wouldn't say that there's obviously the well-known teams and the top teams that we know as the best, but it looks like they're all spread out. So we'll have to see, how the brackets actually turn out, how they play along, and see what the outcome of them will be.
True.
Yeah, so there isn't a pool of death, so to speak of.
Yes. It's not just one overpowered pool that you don't have any clue on who's going to make it out alive or not.
Okay, so we have the pools up on screen as we speak. I think I may just eat my words, because look at Pool C. We have 80K. We have Vanguard Alphas, who are a strong team. They won our first closed tournament. I don't know anything about Trojan Horse. And
Never
then
seen them.
ADG is also a very powerful team, because if I'm not wrong, they won our second closed tournament.
Yes. No, that was Aladdin. Aladdin took it.
Sorry, yeah, but it was a very tight game between the two.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm gonna say Barbecue Sims take this. Take this. I say
Pool D.
they have a flawless run, and I say finals is gonna be just for the memes, Untamed Cocks against Barbecued Sims. I say Barbecue Sims don't drop a single round the whole
Hey,
tournament.
don't judge the name. Eh? Don't judge the name.
I know, but
You never know. We don't know them, obviously. It's an underrated name, and I would say it's an
he's
underrated team.
overpowered.
But we have to see what they can bring, and how their pool goes.
Apparently
They are going against really good teams as well. Titan Odyssey, Dynastic, and Meraki are all really strong teams that we know. So we'll just have to see how that pool goes, and etc. Same with all the other pools as well. Okay.
We've got an admin joining us right now. It's the Steed. He's going to be talking about the tournament rules and everything going to be going on just in general. I don't think they can hear you here. It just came up now, and I don't think that your sound is relaying through. Wait, I think it's actually really soft.
Yeah, I don't think we can hear you.
Yeah. Yikes. You want to send me a script?
That's a big oof.
We are having some minor technical difficulties at the moment. We will be back right now. I'm sorry for the the silence that was going on.
Awkward silence.
Yeah, awkward silence. Somebody was speaking, but unfortunately, he's not able to be heard on stream, so that's unfortunate. But we will be back in a moment.
Moss files do need to be running at all times throughout the tournament, for obvious reasons. And if anyone has any suspicion of a team/player, please contact an admin immediately so we can run through the Moss files and just check them out. So there will be a 15-minute leeway of the team rocking up for the game. If your team is unable to pull up within the 15 minutes, then you will forfeit the game, and the win will go to the enemy team. We have not yet received a proof of payment for a couple of teams. I'm not too sure which teams, but if, for let's say, you have not paid, or there is no proof of payment sent to the admins, and you end up winning prize money, the prize money will not be able to be given to you as you did not pay entrance fee. That's basically it, and so now we'll be able to get some of the team captains in for some intensive questioning. No, not intensive, just some questioning.
Interrogate them.
Why? Why?
Hello,
Yeah, guys.
hello, mommy.
I feel like
I laughed, dude.
like-
I laughed those times.
Can they hear me? Can they hear me? I thought you paused it.
You can't.
why
pause and
all of us
explain.
in here? This is
Okay, so welcome to Rowan from ATK. We will be interviewing him and asking him a couple questions. And yeah, we're happy to have you here to have a little chat and just see your opinion and thoughts on some of the things and some
Okay.
questions.
thanks, gents.
Okay. Does anyone want to, start with the questions? William, maybe? Olympus? Okay. So, Rowan, I made a couple questions and I just want to know your thoughts on them. But the first question being that what are your thoughts about your bracket? I think it's Pool C that you guys are in. What do you think the outcome of it is? Who do you guys have to watch out for, or overall in general, how do you think the bracket is going to play out?
Overall, I'm a bit biased, so of course I hope we end up winning it. I don't know anyone too well. I only know GG as a team, and even then I don't know them very well. So there's a lot of question marks that can happen. But of course, the end goal is to make it out of groups and then continue on to hopefully go on to win the rest of the tournament.
Okay, that's very good. And another thing is, there's obviously been a lot of controversy and a lot of news on Twitter at the moment regarding Rainbow Six Siege and how they are choosing to run Ubisoft specifically are choosing to run the game at the moment. And some of the things were that operators such as Warden, Nook, Oryx, Malusi are getting new loadouts, and I just wanted to know what's your opinion on it, what you think about it.
My opinion about the outrage or my opinion about the op changes?
About the op changes.
I don't really know. Some of the things quite busted the new to Chunkle. But at the end of the day, we haven't played them yet, so I can't really make a judgment until we played them for longer than a week or so. So until then, my opinion is quite uneducated. So
Okay, that's fine. But yeah, we'll have to just wait and see, how it does turn out. I think maybe they might know what they're doing, but a lot of people are just questioning it. Sure. And my last question for you is, what do you think is the most important factor to the success of a team, your team specifically?
commitment.
Commitment. Okay.
Commitment and consistency.
Okay. That's very good answers. Yeah, I agree with you. Thank you.
Thank you, gents. Appreciate it. Good
Thank
luck
you
with
very
the
much
rest
for
of
having
the
me.
night, with the evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, cheers.
Okay. So, William, if you want to take over, yeah?
Jordan, right?
Yes.
From Vortex. How's it, dude?
Always good.
Oh, it's good. Hope you guys are ready for the tournament.
Yeah, looking at the pool, it's gonna be an interesting
Yeah,
interesting couple games with Run Shark and Titan Up area and UC.
yeah,
So-
and that actually leads me to my first question.
Uh,
So, looking at the bracket, bracket, is there a specific team that like you guys might be worried about, or is just gonna focus on your game and take it from there?
Well, no, definitely we're all going to be focusing on our games throughout the game, but the one team that is new but is such a strong team is Untamed Cox,
Yeah.
being their new roster with Beach Butt and Quiver and all of them. They're such strong players. I've never really played Run Sharks, so I'm not too sure what to expect there, and I'm not too sure on Titan Up area. But yeah, UC is definitely a team to be we're going to be looking out for, and the rest are pretty much question marks at this point.
Oh, cool. Well, you might play them first, or you might play them second. So you
Yeah.
never know. And like obviously you guys are like you want to win. That's the mission. You want to win, right?
Yeah.
But and now looking at the teams, is there a specific team that you want to meet up with in the finals?
Well, I have a strong feeling that me and UC, LT Vortex and UC can go through if we play our strong game and we play the way that we've been practicing and all of that. There's a strong possibility that us and UC will be going through, and then from there on, I mean, it would be a very interesting matchup to see Vanguard Vortex, which was the Bravo team back before this tournament, and Vanguard Alphas. They're going through to play in a quarterfinal match. That would be an interesting matchup. Some friendly rivalry clashes going on there.
So you just want to settle it.
Yeah,
Actually,
it's
okay.
definitely.
No, that's cool. That's cool. And yeah, and lastly, like, what's your guys' overall approach as a team when it comes to like preparing for tournaments like these, or any other match, just in general, scrims?
We've pretty much played for the last week and a half. We've pretty much played a scrim every day against Vanguard Aurora. So, and we had it about, I would say 4 or 5 days ago. We've had a whole new roster put together. So we've been trying to get as many scrims. We've even got one now at 8 o'clock again, because yeah, we got a whole new team together because a few people left and a few guys are going away for a bit and everything.
All right.
So we trying to get our strong foot into the door and just get the team chemistry going and everything.
Nice, and yeah, that's very important as well. Well, thank you, dude. I hope you guys do well, and good luck on the
Yeah,
tournament.
thanks. See you guys tomorrow for the first games.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Cheers.
No, from Meraki.
Oh, what's up? What's up, Gohan? How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Not bad, thank you. So, I see Meraki is in Pool D. What's your opinion on that? What do you think's gonna happen there?
I think it's a pretty good pool. There's like ODC, which is a good team, Dynastic, which is a good team too. I don't know about Barbecue Simp. I've never saw them, but seen them. But yeah, it's a pretty interesting pool.
It is indeed definitely going to be enjoying seeing the games in action happen there. What's your opinion on this on the meta after this new update and like the new scopes and everything being added like that? What do you think there's going to be a big change and shift in the things that have been happening, or?
I really think that it is a big change. If you're talking about those new sites, removing all of those ACOGs could be a good thing. Yeah, but yeah, it changes the gameplay a lot. We needed change on Siege because it was like every time the same thing, just a new up with the same weapons. So yeah, I think it's a good thing that they made a lot of changes. A lot of people don't like the fact that they removed all of the sites and put the new sites, but I think it's a good thing for the game to involve because there was no really big changes if you don't uh, take
The new seasons and stuff like
yeah
that. Yeah.
yeah.
What's your opinion on the new Tachanka? Do you think he's going to be strong in the meta? Do you think it's just a joke in the end, or do you really think the Lord will be the Lord?
I think 10 flames is all too much. I really think it's too much, but yeah, I don't know if it's like a capital, like the range of it. If it's not, then maybe 10 is good, but I didn't watch the streams to see how it really is, but yeah, I think they will rework it for Tachanka to be a fair up and not too OP. And yeah, Tachanka obviously needed a rework because it was useless with this meta that you just ping with the yellow ping, someone goes below, just destroy Tachanka from below, and yeah, so it was just too useless to use in a comp.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really think that Tachanka needed a rework, but it's still, I think it's too much. 10 is too much.
Last question. On the note of the yellow ping, what do you think it should get reworked? Do you think it's too strong?
No, it is
what's
not.
your opinion on
I really think it's a good thing because it helps a lot to give call outs in both teams. So we both are attacking and defending are the same. We are equal. So I think it's a good thing for helping us to have cohesion in the team and coordination. So yeah, it helps to have a better gameplay, team play, and
I just
yeah.
feel like it's a little bit overpowered because it allows
It-
it allows really small like teams, like even randoms, just sometimes to beat like the most coordinated of teams because you can just have a ping, and
I think
you don't even have to talk.
a rework that they could do is removing the red ping. So you can't mark an enemy with the red ping. So it will not be exactly where he is, but not removing the yellow ping, because the yellow ping, it's basically like, imagine you're playing with a random who has no mic or doesn't have his chat on. Like you can't communicate with him unless you just ping with yellow ping. So yeah, if you have red ping and yellow ping, yeah, it's too OP. I think it is OP, but yeah, a rework could be removing the red ping, in my opinion.
That's interesting.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Right, thank you for inviting me. Have a nice evening, you all. All right, see you.
Mhm.
Cheers.
Just go on.
Okay, now we are going to have Vikixi and Wasteful from ADG joining us. How are you two gents doing?
Yeah, I'm good in you, Olympus.
Yeah,
Doing
great.
well.
That's great, man.
Awesome. It's great to have you guys on. And just looking at Pool C, initial impressions, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be a tough pool to be in. I think obviously our hardest competitor is gonna be ATK. I feel like that's gonna be quite the hardest game we're gonna play. But other than that, yeah, I mean it's actually looking pretty good. So we're really looking forward to getting the show on the road.
Awesome, awesome. Wasteful, you had something to say?
Yeah, I think I'll agree with Kixie because, yeah, obviously when everybody sees ATK in their group, they sort of shake a bit. But I think, yeah, we have a lot to prove. We've worked extremely hard recently, so yeah, I'm excited to get it started.
Okay, now since ATK is kind of a popular name, it's a big team, it's really powerful, of course. Everyone kind of knows them. Do you
Yeah.
think that going against them is going to put some sort of pressure on how you guys play?
I think it definitely will put pressure on us. But actually, no. Actually, we have nothing to lose against them. I think ATK, because they are so well known, they have actually everything to lose. So
Mhm.
if we can pull a big upset, that would be amazing, honestly.
Okay. You mentioned that you've been putting a lot of work in preparation for this New Human Open. Could you kind of go into a little bit more detail what that entailed?
For the past 2 weeks, we've been scrimming 2 teams 5 days a week. Well, like 2 teams every day. So scrimming 10 times a week. We've been having team meetings, strat meetings. Like we're putting a lot of effort into this. So hopefully we can pull something out the bag.
Wasteful, as a competitive player, as a competitive team, what do you think is the most challenging part when getting ready for such a tournament?
The most challenging part is probably, I mean, I know ATK has said it before on the Vibrant Network podcast. So the hardest thing is that you can't really counter strat anybody because there's nothing to watch. So there's no footage we can go back on. And so it's every match is kind of like a 50-50 on what to do against them. So it's kind of like round by round, we kind of have to readjust to everything. If that makes sense. So I'd say that the hardest part about that is being able to readjust to everything.
Yeah, that does make a ton of sense, and it's actually it's very interesting because as I was looking at these pools, there are so many new names that I haven't seen before.
Yeah,
and
Same.
a lot of the players we've interviewed have also said they've never seen some of these teams before.
Yeah, it's
And
exciting.
from a caster's perspective, you know, that's interesting because I get to see new talent, new play styles, new names, and so on. But from a player's perspective, it's challenging in that, like you said, you kind of have to go in blind almost.
Yeah, like Trojan Horse, which is inside of our pool, we have no idea what they can bring to the table because we've never played against them. We've never heard about them before. Like they could have just been playing on EU servers and just working in the dark, you know. So
Yeah. All right. So, where's your headspace? Where's your mindset at when preparing for a team that you've never met before? What do you like? Play your own game, or do you adapt to theirs, or what do you do?
we kind of do both. We kind of like to play our own game and try get them to play at our pace and at our like way. And then if they start like countering and doing all these weird things, then we try obviously counter strat back, and then we try adapt to what they're doing, but then also keep it within our play style.
Okay, and then it becomes a game of I counter strat, you're counter stratting because you counter strat, my counter stratting.
Basically, yes.
Yeah. Okay, Wasteful. Melusi and Ace have been competitive for a while now. What do you think their impact has been so far?
Well, for me personally, whenever I watch SA comp, it's pretty fast pace. Reminds me a lot of like US Pro League, if I can kind of compare it. And for us personally, we've already been scrimming with Melusi ever since she'd come out. We've been practicing with her nonstop. So her ability to slow down like key points of the map, I think, is pretty big for us. And also, yeah, with Ace, I don't think we've used him as much as we'd like, but I don't. I think he's very strong. But yeah, I can't really speak too much on that.
All right. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, guys.
And all the best to you and your entire squad.
Thank you so much, man.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers, cheers.
Hello. Lemon.
Okay, I guess I'll be taking Vanguard Aurora as well. So we have Corsair and Matt.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
Good, thanks, and you?
Good, and you?
We're doing well. Corsair, the last time I saw you play, you were on ADG's team, right?
Yeah.
So what happened? Roster change?
So I was so basically I went and had my own team in ADG. And then basically I can't say a lot, but we ended on a good note. We wanted to change our like what's happening between the teams. We wanted to change like what our aim is and our objective, and Vanguard was just fitting that our objective and how we want to be treated by an org. So ADG was really good to us, but Vanguard was what we wanted. So we came here.
Well, it's great to hear that there is no bad blood between the teams, and it's always great that everyone's getting along in this competitive scene because we're all just trying to achieve the same goal, which is growing the scene. Speaking of, Matt, how do you think the esports scene and specifically the Siege scene in Africa and ZA could be improved upon?
Well, to be honest with you, like, just getting a lot of people to play the game, and I don't really know like what we could do, but just being less toxic could also keep the players in the game, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, well, no one likes a toxic player for sure. So,
yeah,
looking at your pool, what are your thoughts?
It's quite a hard team with Omnius and IDG being there, but yeah, we're gonna try our best. We're gonna be training for it. So yeah. Oh, that is a voice break, but yeah.
yeah.
But yeah.
Well, Corsair, do you know much about Omnius? I personally don't.
Yes, I know a lot of them. I played with not in the team with them, but I've played with them, especially Vlad, and they adapt really well to your strats. And they're just an overall really good team. They have good strats, good players, and they adapt very well. So it's gonna be hard. But we hope and we're gonna try our best to make it to the second stages, or what I don't know what you call it. But we are gonna be working hard.
Okay, what kind of preparation have you guys put in for this New Human Open tournament?
Okay, so we've been scrimming as much as possible. So as many teams as want to scrim per day. We normally start scrimming after 7:30 because some people have like things within their personal lives. So 7:30 onwards, we try to get as many teams as possible. Every day for a week. And then we also go through strats, and we always test our strats. We always test specific strats. And it's been going well so far. We've been putting our strats together, and we think we're pretty well prepared.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your time. All the best to you and your squad.
Thanks, dude.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
And Kylo.
Okay, I think I can hand it over to Justin to take over.
Yes, thank you. And hi, Carlo and Spin. How are you guys doing?
We doing good. Thanks, man.
Doing good,
That's,
and you?
that's good, man. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Okay, so on your guys' pool, what do you guys think of it, and how are you guys going to prepare, or did you prepare for the tournament? And what are your general thoughts on your bracket and the teams in it?
So obviously we have been preparing. We've got our strats. We've been scrimming teams. We think that our biggest opponent for this tournament, or at least in our pool at the moment, would be Omnius and Yukio. But seeing as the scrims we've played against other teams, we've been doing very well. So we think we have a good chance.
That's good to hear, man. But yeah, and I think just in general, how did you guys prepare for the tournament? Like what specifically, you know,
Well, every day,
training schedules?
we have been having a schedule. Every day we get on, we go through strats, we practice as a team. Obviously, we have to bond as a team. Otherwise, how can you play well if you can't get along? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah. So we've been getting along well and practicing well. So I think we're well prepared.
Yeah, that's good to hear, man. And I want to ask this. I don't think the other two questions are really that relevant, but what do you think? Like your personal opinion is the most important factor to the success of a team, and why would you say that factor is so important?
I would say it's probably teamwork, because if you play on your own, you're not going to get anywhere. You have to play as a team. The game is a team game. It's a 5v5, not a 1v1. So I think that's the most important factor about Siege, playing together as a team.
That's a very good good description. And I think I'm just gonna maybe finish it off with obviously the whole new patches that are gonna be released from Siege, and obviously the new season and stuff. How do you guys think it's gonna impact the comp scene specifically?
I think with the Tachanka rework, especially him getting his fire grenades, it's gonna waste a lot of time. I mean, if you have a smoke Tachanka set up, you can waste about a minute and a half of the round at least, and
Yeah.
that's gonna increase your percentage of winning the round by a lot. So yeah, I think him having 10 of those is a bit much. I think they should nerf it a bit, but I mean we'll see where it goes.
What do you think will be the like ideal balanced Tachanka? So if you had to go and rework him now, obviously with the specs that they gave, what would you change to make him more balanced and not on paper? Because at the moment on paper he looks a bit overpowered, but we'll have to obviously see. But how would you change it?
I would definitely
Udahlah
change
dikit kita
his
ke Provis ya.
I would definitely change his grenades, the amount of grenades he has, and then also how long the grenades last for. So I think, like for instance, they should not be available so long, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I completely understand and I agree with you. Yeah, that's a very good. I would actually take that, to be honest. Because
Yeah.
at the moment, what they've shown us is it just looks a bit overpowered. But we'll have to obviously wait and see, how it's going to turn out.
Yeah, and I've also seen leaks about Warden's loadout changing, Malusi's loadout changing, Orax and all that. And I think with the leaks I've seen with Malusi and Orax, I think them switching guns would be very good, because right now Malusi is probably one of the most powerful defenders to be in the game.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, so overall, I think yeah, it's very controversial questions. But the tournament wise, where do you guys think that you will place, or how the outcome of it for you guys, like overall?
I
Not
think
just
we'll
groups.
definitely. I think we most likely will make it out of group stages. If not, we're definitely gonna work harder and get that hours in to succeed more.
Yeah. Okay. But good luck, man, and thank you for your time. Thank you
Thanks,
for answering
guys.
our questions, and yeah,
We
I just hope
appreciate you guys hosting this amazing tournament
It's a pleasure, man.
and
And
creating
just
opportunities for everyone.
yeah, awesome, man. But
Thanks.
enjoy the rest of your evening, and yeah,
You too.
thank you.
Cheers.
Oh, there's still Dean, isn't there?
Dynastic slow waiting.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and yeah, we're all a little rusty. It's been a while since we've been up here talking to all of you guys, but we're back, and this next weekend is gonna be it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot more than just warm up.
Obviously,
So yeah.
I understood that reference.
Yeah.
Who would have thought we'd be saying Tachanka OP unironically, huh?
Tachanka OP.
And based on these interviews, I don't think we're gonna see Malusi much.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Malusi
I think
enjoyed.
yeah, I think Malusi might. We'll have to obviously wait and see, but I think Malusi is going to be one of the top bands for this tournament. I've seen a lot of games, and a lot of people just obviously despise her in general.
Yeah.
Olympus, you think we'll see a Mira this time or a Thatcher?
I have no idea, but I don't know actually. I've not seen a lot of Thatcher play after he got reworked.
I think he's still strong,
He's
but
still kind of the same, yeah?
He's
No,
still
he-
kind of the same, but he's not as strong.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
for
agree.
sure.
But I think, to be honest, I don't think he'll be banned as much.
Yeah.
I think teams might be using him, and obviously they'll leave him open because he's not going to be much of a threat with just disabling stuff. And then they obviously come back and then just, active. The gadgets are active once again.
And it does like go through walls, so it's actually, if you can avoid the ADS, it's actually pretty strong if he's in play. You can flush out a lot of things. But anyway,
Yeah.
guys, we're running over schedule. Thank you everybody for tuning in, and make sure to check us out tomorrow as the stream will begin. I think it was 5, and that is
Yes.
when all the games will start rolling in. And throughout the weekend, we'll be streaming all the games. And thank you guys for coming.
Thank you very much for having us. And I just
Yo, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, what am I doing? Did I do it right?
technical
Yeah,
issues.
all these thoughts keep
And
me up at night.
for the nervousness from some of us, we haven't casted in a very long time, and some of us are still getting the hang of it and very new to it. But yeah, we're looking forward to casting this weekend and just giving you guys some great entertainment and just overall hopefully